So hi guys and welcome to DriveSpark. I'm Promeet and today what we are driving is the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the biggest SUV that is offered from Jeep in India. So let us quickly start this video and I'll tell you everything you need to know about this SUV. So let's start off with the front end of the vehicle, and the very first thing you'll notice is the iconic 7-slat grille that Jeep has to offer. It has a ton of chrome on it, it has piano black finishing, plus you also will see a front parking camera in the middle slot. I mean, that's again a part of the 360-degree camera, and let me tell you that this car has 6 cameras, 4 for the 360-degree, 1 at the spoiler for your IRVM, and 1 camera over here for the level 2 ADAS features. So so at the front you get LED headlights, you get an LED fog lamp, and this thing is pretty broad and pretty wide from the front. When you stand in front of the car and you look at it, you will come to know the size of this SUV. Well, it is way bigger than the Meridian. It is way wider, longer, taller. In every dimension, it is bigger than the Meridian. So this is a big SUV. And if you talk about pricing, this is priced at almost at rupees 75 lakh. That is ex-showroom. So moving on to the side, you will notice that this gets massive 20-inch alloy wheels, and you get all 4 disc brakes. You get body cladding. Well, you have some amount of chrome. You have the ORVMs finished in piano black. You get functional roof rails. Plus, you get a big panoramic sunroof as well. And if you move to the side, you will notice that you have wrapped round taillights that really look nice. At the back, you get a wiper along with the washer. As I mentioned, you have a camera for the IRVM. So what happens, and if you have a lot of muck or there's heavy rain, so what you can do is that that camera on the spoiler, you can just flip the IRVM and it'll turn into a screen and you'll be able to see everything behind. Now people will ask that what if the camera gets dirty, but don't worry about that. You have a washer for that camera, and what amount of dirt or muck gets stuck to the camera, if you clean it, it will just, I mean, it'll give you the highest resolution is what I can say. You again, you see you get LED tail lights, and you have your limited badging over there, and you also have a 4x4 badging. So this is a 4-wheel drive. Also, if you will notice that you have a spoiler. Again, that spoiler complements the overall looks of the vehicle from the rear end. So now let's move on to the interiors of this vehicle, and the very first thing you'll notice is the all blacked out interiors. Again, it looks really nice. Looks sporty. So you will be greeted once you unlock the car, and once you start the car, the seat and the steering wheel will move automatically. So it has an electronic steering wheel, it has electric seats that are heated, ventilated, and I mean the steering wheel is also heated, so everything gets a heated function, including the rear seat as well. So the rear seat has 3 levels of heating. Over here on the front, for the driver as well as on the passenger, you get heated and ventilated seats, both options. That's really good for a climate that India goes through. There's extreme heat, there's extreme cold, so those 2 features will definitely work over here. Apart from that, you can see all blacked out interiors. All are soft touch material that's present with contrast stitching. Apart from that, you can see a lot of buttons over here. So there are some buttons on top of the infotainment system, and those buttons will help you to, I mean, do certain things like the adaptive lane control, and you also have auto start stop over there. You have traction control, and apart from that, you have your hazard light, your parking, and your secondary screen. So yes, this also gets a secondary screen, and that secondary screen is only visible to the co-passenger, and he or she can peacefully see or play around with the screen. It is not visible to the driver so much because it is tilted at an angle, and I think there is a privacy screen on that it will not distract the driver no matter what you're playing. So there is an HDMI cable. You can connect your I mean your Fire Stick or your laptop or do whatever. I mean, you want to watch something, so you can watch it on that. Apart from that, seats are really comfortable. They are 12-way adjustable, both driver and passenger, and the rear seats are also really nice. They recline. However, the international model gets 7 seats. This is a 5-seater that leaves you with more than 1000 liters of boot space. That is a lot of boot space for a lot of luggage. Again, if you want, you can recline the seats, and the seats will fold down and give you much more place for your luggage. Also, you have a power socket. That's a 230 watt power socket that you can plug in either your laptop, or you want to charge something, you're on camping and you really want to charge your speakers or your laptops. So that will help you do that, and that's present at the back. Let's talk about the engine of this car. Now, this is powered by a 2-liter turbo petrol engine, and that pumps out around 268 bhp and 400 Nm of peak torque. So this car weighs over 2 tons, and what I mean is that especially with this 8-speed gearbox, if you floor this thing moves. Let me just show it to you. And it will just keep on moving. The gear shifts are quick, they are brisk, and I want to tell you that 0 to 100, we have done it. We have put out a reel and shots on Instagram and YouTube, so you can go check that out over there. But this thing definitely moves for an SUV that is big and that has so much of weight in it. Now again, you have modes. You have your sport, auto, snow, sand and mud. So better to keep it in auto if you want to be a little sporty. There's sport. You also have paddle shifters over here that are half only on the top of the steering wheel. You have paddle shifters. Below the steering wheel, you have your audio controls that Jeep typically gives behind the steering wheel. So you'll get used to that. You also have a heads-up display that will show you your gear shift, your speed, and you can customize it according to your need. Suspension is really nice. It is way on the softer side, so you get a smooth ride. That also helps in off-roading. Plus, because of that, there is a lot of body roll, so this is not a SUV that you want to go cutting corners through. Cruising is absolutely fantastic on this because of the suspension setup. And one thing that I really do not like about this is the braking part. This is a heavy SUV and the brakes feel slightly on the squishier side, because it does work, but what happens is that you have to put a lot of pressure. The immediate bite is not there, and once you put the brakes, like you have immediate pressure on the brakes, the nose just dips down, and that shows that the suspension is on the softer side. And because of that, you have some amount of body roll, and of course that also helps in your off-roading comfort. But when you're gliding, it is very well balanced. So yeah guys, as far as safety is concerned, this car has a ton of safety features: airbag, ABS, EBD, and it has the level 2 ADAS as well. So what first thing you want to do when you sit in the car is turn off your automatic braking and turn off the pedestrian braking as well. Because the other day what I noticed is that I was just driving through, there was a guy on a bicycle and the car just reached next to it and it braked immediately. So I don't know if it recognizes a bicycle or no, but I think a couple of times it has happened to me. So now I turn off the pedestrian braking as well. So you need to do that, because if not, then you will be the main cause of the accident, because someone will rear end you and that will not be good. So yeah guys, this was the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and once again this SUV carries a price of almost 75 lakh rupees ex-showroom. It's a pretty good SUV. It's a big SUV, it's a massive SUV, it sits tall, it has good road presence. I think you should definitely go check it out. And if you want any other information about this SUV, please mention it in the comment section and we'll get back to you on that. Only then, I'm Promeet signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and drive safe.